Yeah, wait up, Duke. Wait till everybody comes on. Just gonna brighten the screen. There we go. Winter's back all over again. Oh, man. It's really cold again. Actually, it snowed last night and this morning. So it hasn't been as nice. But it's actually bright, it's just very windy. Like really windy. There's Duke. I hope you had a wonderful day. It's been freezing cold. Freezing cold. Non-stop. It was like so windy last night and this today. And we actually got hit with even more snow. So as you guys can see, not bad, but it's really, really windy. It's only like -1, but the wind sheet I think makes it like almost +10, -10. It's insane. See if I can brighten the screen a bit. There you go. There you go. So I do have both lives going, guys. I do have my YouTube and the TikTok going at the same time. So I'll probably be taking questions from both sides. Hey Duke, let's stand here. It's really windy. Come here, bring your phone with you. Come. There we go. You're in yeah, I'm in Canada right now, and it's really cold actually. It's I think this is the last week we're gonna have some cold weather, and probably it's gonna go back up to like the +17, but not till like actually end of this week, close to Sunday. Mostly we'll probably start to see like a little bit better of a weather. Then I need to pack. I need to pack everything because I'll be moving off the grid. So we'll definitely have some fun when we get to off the grid. We'll actually be doing a lot more lives with you guys, and maybe I can finish building my little tiny house and stay there over for the winter. So we'll see how that goes. But overall, hasn't been nice at all. It's just it snows one day and melts another day, and it's just the weather fluctuates so much. And it's really, really windy actually today. Really windy and cold. Kinda sucks. It's okay, Duke. I'll stay here with you. No worries. I know I came on early right now. I won't stay a very long time. Usually I don't come that early, but we thought we'd try it out. Had nothing to do right now. I thought I'd come and see you guys. And I did one video recently on YouTube, guys, if you want to check it out, on blood pressure. So I actually gave all the ingredients that a person required to actually heal blood pressure. So definitely check it out. Will definitely give you some valuable information and how you can actually saturate with magnesium correctly with the proper dose of the amino acid as well too. So we're trying this dual display. It's tough to get it configured correctly. Hopefully I don't drop the phone. There you go. I hope you guys can hear me on both ends there. Big rocks, big. How's things been? Thought you're in Australia. No, I'm in Canada. I wish I was in Australia. I would actually enjoy the weather. It'd be like nice and sunny right now, I think, there, compared to us being in a freezing cold weather right now. We're almost at the end of April. It should actually start to look nice. But it hasn't been as nice as expected. We're in Canada in Alberta right now. Same with you guys. It's raining. Oh wow. Yeah, yeah. Like it's funny. 2 days ago was like plus 17. It drops to like a -5, then a -7 overnight, and actually we get hit with a blizzard. There was snow, and this morning is like a -1, but heavy windshield. So it actually feels like -14. I'm in Calgary, bro. So you're very close to me then. I'm in Calgary as well too. It is very cold actually. It's very windy. You can't even stand outside. We get hit with snow, then actually it's melting right now. It's not bad, but it's very cold. Hey Marie, how are you? It's like we're wearing you know our winter clothes all over again. You know, we got the toque, we got the jackets, everything, layers again. I don't know when it's supposed to get nicer. No surprise, so many pilots in the sky. Yeah, you know, it's funny, they keep playing with the weather modification, right? It's like, you know, they complain about climate and all that stuff, but I think it's all bullshit about the carbon taxes, and yet we get weather modifications. So never changes. Canadian spring weather is fabulous. Yeah, freaking cold, that's what it is. Hello from South Africa. Hey Marie, how are you? South Africa would be nice right now compared to being in here. Let's ask Duke what he wants to do. Duke is enjoying the bone right now. He doesn't want to answer, respond. I love Canada and the weather. It's not bad. Like in Canada, it's okay if you get some nice weather once in a while. It's ideal, but if you don't, it gets very cold. So there you go, nice and lovely and sunny in your area. Australia. Here we have like winter all over again, so you can see that we still got a lot of snow going. You ever thought of going to Turkey for hair transplant? My buddy just got one for 3,500, including everything, and it's healed in 4 months. Looks amazing. Yeah, I have a lot of people actually consider doing that. I haven't really thought about it, but yeah, why not? If hair is a big thing for you, by all means, go for it. I got 2 friends that actually done that already. Just need to dress for it. Yeah, no, it's true. We need to dress for it, but you know, it is month of April. You'd figure it'd be a little bit warmer, but it hasn't been as nice. So it kind of fluctuates quite a bit. Love your dog. Cheers, Jazzy. Thank you. He's too busy right now with the bone. He doesn't want to look up. Hey, Duke. Duke. Yeah, he's having his the bone marrow. It's supposed to be mine, and he ended up taking it. I'm like, okay, fine. I'll just have some coffee. Usually I eat the bone marrow raw once in a while. It's actually really good for you. Especially if you're looking to increase your stem cells production. It would be ideal. Yeah, it's his time, no kidding. It's all his. He doesn't want to even share with anybody. West Canada has had snow on July 1st in the past cycles happens. Yeah, I know. I am aware of that. I was actually the area I was staying at. We end up getting almost like frost in the month of July. It was kind of funny, and certain places end up getting snow in the month of July. It was kind of interesting. It was very interesting. You can't wait to start the things you're told to get. Thank you. Great working with you. Always, Mary. Definitely keep me updated as well too. Like this is, it doesn't end there. It's just our conversation. Definitely keep me updated how things are going once you get started with the supplementation and the plan and everything. And this way, you know, I can guide you through the process. What's your thoughts on plant-based? I don't care for meat and dairy. Plant-based is good, temporary, but not long-term because you will become deficient and it could cause some major issues as well. So you gotta be careful. It is just as a temporary use, but not a long-term effective solution. If you don't care much for meat and dairy, there's other alternatives. There's fish, There's eggs, there's chicken, there's what else? There's lamb. There's a lot of other options you can consider. Dairy is not your if it's not your favorite, you don't have to consume it, especially if you're not able to get it as being raw and unpasteurized. So 100% you don't have to follow that specific routine, but you can definitely customize it based on your gut, what you can handle and what you require. Eggs give me stomach issues. The only reason it gives you stomach issues, two things: either they're not pasture raised eggs, free range, or end up the egg white tend to give stomach digestion issue if they're not really cooked very well or mixed correctly. So you can always remove the egg white, because the protein in the egg white, us as a human, we can't really tolerate it correctly, and we can't really digest it correctly. So you can always consume the egg yolk if you want, and still get some amino acids and proper nutrient intake, especially your essential fatty acids. So that would be ideal to actually look into. It does help quite a bit. Wow. Can't believe even standing inside, you know, my hands are getting cold. It's pretty interesting how cold it is today with all the wind. How cold is it? It's not that cold. It's actually like -1, but because of the windshield, I think it's reaching almost like -12 or so, because you can actually feel it in your hands and your toes. It's not bad actually. Not overall always cold. In the summertime is nice. We have some nice, beautiful summers, but as long as we don't get too much rain, it kind of ruins it. Ruins the summer a bit, but overall it's nice. Especially living in the mountains, it's always nice and chilly, so you're always mostly wearing jacket. Glad I ran into you. Hey, Chima, what's going on? Guys, whoever sending me a message is being blocked by TikTok as well, so definitely check it, or maybe reword the message again. I got chest pain when coming off bad caffeine addiction. Is this normal withdrawal symptoms? This is my first 24 hours. I normally have 500 milligrams. Plus, the only reason that's happening is because your electrolytes are imbalanced. So you're gonna end up getting some chest pain. You're gonna end up getting some tightness. You're gonna end up getting some, as well, some headaches. So make sure you're taking enough electrolytes, Ben, or maybe add some magnesium, about 200 milligrams every 4 hours, to bypass that issue, because usually it lasts about 3 days sometimes. I have high cholesterol, but the good one is high too. High cholesterol, it is fixable. I can help you with that, no problem. Montreal is nice, but very busy. Always busy, yeah. I like Calgary, I like Alberta, I like BC actually. I've been to Montreal, it's just way too busy for me. I don't like the big cities anymore. Which city are you from? I'm in Calgary right now, but we'll be moving to British Columbia here very soon. But Ben, make sure you're hydrating correctly with magnesium in your water. Rains and snow keeps the forest fires down. It does, but to a point. Last year we had major fires because a lot of these fires are actually man-made. Even rain and water won't actually control these fires. When are you going off grid? On April 26th, I'll be driving off the grid, but hopefully I'll have connections by Saturday, which is gonna be, I'll get there on Friday evening. Saturday I should have some connections, and I'll start doing some lives again, and this way I can start building my tiny house to finish it. Are the chest pains dangerous or just normal as electrolytes imbalance? They could be dangerous if it's restricting the blood flow. So ideally, make sure you eat something that is vasodilator, such as arugula or possibly beetroot, but make sure it's about 25% extracted. Zinc, magnesium, all these that actually act as vasodilators. If you have taurine as well, will actually act as a vasodilator. The only reason you're getting that is the restrictions of the caffeine withdrawal, and sometimes it could cause stiffness of the arteries. So just make sure you take something that actually helps relax the body, especially L-theanine if you have any at home. Hey Joey, how are you? How can I contact you? If you click on my profile picture, guys, TikTok, guys, if you click on my picture profile, you can go to my website and you can actually book a time with me, or you can download some of my ebooks that teaches you how to control your cholesterol. Joey, are you taking the vasodilator that we talked about, which is your nitric oxide? If that's one thing you want to actually spend money on, Joey, that would be like your one only supplement to actually start with, to actually prevent any issues or any further damage to your aorta, especially. That's one item you should actually continue. You should buy a couple boxes of. I have the link on my website. Take it in the morning, take it in the evening. Forget any other supplements until we actually fix the root cause, or else it's gonna end up giving you like a heart attack or a damaged arteries. How long after I take the supplement should I reach out? At least a good, once you start taking the supplement, keep me updated, let me know how things are going. Once we do the other blood test in at least 45 days, Marie, if you're able to, we can see where everything is at. And that would be a good time in a frame for us to do like a follow-up. But don't be afraid to send me a message on WhatsApp. You can always add it and kind of send me a message, and we can kind of continue touch base with everything. Yeah, I'll send you the link, Joey. Send me a direct message so I know what's going on, and I'll send you the link for the nitric oxide, so you can at least start on that to kind of help with your system, so it doesn't cause any further damage. Yeah, no worries. Send me a message. I'll definitely send you that link for it, and definitely check it out. Or you can go to my website. I have the link under my supplements and gear as the first product on there, and it does help quite a bit. I even take it myself just to prevent any issues and to actually prevent any further damage. And guys, if you haven't had a chance, definitely reach out to my YouTube channel. I just posted a video on high blood pressure as well too, and some of the supplementation that usually I don't really talk about doses because sometimes the video gets blocked. But I took a chance and I actually mentioned it in that video. So let's see what happens. Hopefully it does not get blocked, and a lot of people are able to kind of view the information at least. Duke, not jumping off the fence. Duke is going crazy again. Come here, bud. Hey, listen, Duke. No jumping. You can watch. That's all you get to do. Come here. He's having too much fun. It's freaking cold and he loves it. Hey, come here. Aren't you cold? He doesn't care about the cold, but he loves it. It's nice and warm for him, probably. Yeah, usually I don't come in that early, but we thought we'd come in a little bit early because I have a meeting later on, and this is like the time I play with Duke outside usually, but it's freaking cold. Duke, where's the ball? Doesn't care about playing. He wants to actually watch people go back and forth. I took him to Cabela's 2 days ago. Actually, he likes it there, but the security was with us the whole time. I guess when you walk in with a German Shepherd to a store, some of them don't like it, so they kind of followed me the whole time, which is kind of interesting. But it was good because he met a lot of people there. Right, Duke? Did you have fun? Yeah, so it's always good to have a dog. He's gonna be your best friend no matter what. Maurice, why do arteries go stiff when come off caffeine? Because what happens is it throws off the ratio of your calcium to magnesium. Because keep in mind, the calcium contracts and magnesium relaxes. And every time you drink coffee, you lose almost about 100 to 200 milligrams of magnesium and a bit of calcium. So it throws off your electrolyte imbalances off. and that's why they end up causing that after effect of stiffness. Not so much about stiffness, it's just restriction of the arteries where actually the blood flow becomes very, very strong to actually go through the arteries. And sometimes that could cause damage. So that's why ideally it's good to always have magnesium to constantly vasodilate your arteries correctly. Like I just had my coffee right now. Would it have been better to just slowly come off of it instead of all at once? Technically, yes. Or you can, like, say, if you're the type of person that drinks, let's say, like me, I drink 3 cups a day, for example. So for me to kind of get off of it, I would narrow it from 3 cups down to 2 cups. 3 days later, I would actually take that 1 cup and split it into 2 doses. Then probably about 5 days later, I would completely go down to like 1 cup. Then I would 100% eliminate it after 7 days. Now, after 7 days, you'll be actually saturating with enough magnesium, so therefore when you get off of it, you're not actually shocking your body. Then once you get off, you just continue taking the correct dose of magnesium to maintain proper relaxation. Now, the only reason a lot of people end up getting headaches and withdrawal symptoms is because they don't have enough magnesium. They're not hydrated correctly with magnesium. Drinking water is not gonna fix it. You have to have enough magnesium in your body. And that's why we end up getting these issues. Even if a person, let's say, going from a standard American diet to a ketogenic or to a carnivore, by cutting down the carbohydrates, you end up getting some type of symptoms such as headaches, foggy brain, dry throat, is because your body's shifting. But during that shift and of loss of minerals, you do need magnesium to actually assist in that process. Hi bro, good day. I checked my blood pressure this morning. It was 107/84/84. Okay. So what's going on with 107/84? You're 84, you're only above by a few points. It's not a big deal. So which is you are on a good level. What? Get the ball, I'll play with you. My hands are cold. What? I want to go outside and stand this. Freaking, it's windy. Can't you hear the wind? What? No, I'm not gonna go. It's too windy for me. Way too cold. But Ben, it all depends on how many cups you were drinking a day. If you're just drinking one and you just want to get off of it, yes, ideal is good no matter what to kind of cut it off slowly. Don't just, because keep in mind there is a stimulant. A lot of the stimulants are going to have some effect. I tried L-theanine and ashwagandha, didn't feel any difference. Thoughts? What you were using it for? L-theanine is for relaxation, for cognition. Ashwagandha is going to help you relax and stuff. It's going to prevent any adrenal fatigue. But it depends what's the dose you took. And it doesn't mean if you took it once or twice, it's going to fix your issue. Keep in mind there's other issues happening in your body. For social anxiety, well, you have to kind of build it up in your system. I don't know how long you took it for. L-theanine, you gotta take anywhere between 200 to 600 milligrams. Ashwagandha is just varies based on your adrenals. What province of Canada are you in? I'm in Alberta, Sandra. I'll be going to BC here soon, probably on the 26th so far. So hopefully we don't get hit with any on the road. Then I'll leave on the 26th. Where are you at, Sandra? Duke. What's the best cycling you'd suggest? Well, when it comes down to L-theanine, you gotta take 200 milligrams morning, lunch, and dinner, and you're gonna take ashwagandha at least once to actually prevent any adrenal fatigue. Then you have to kind of play around with your L-theanine. How much milligrams you need after a couple days. I'm in Newfoundland. How is that like? Is it getting pretty cold there again? We got hit with more snow here in Calgary. I'm taking magnesium glycinate 400 milligrams every day for the past 2 weeks and I feel really good. Excellent, keep at it. Keep at it. No, he's taking the 400 milligrams for blood pressure more than anything, not for social anxiety. Social anxiety is gonna be mostly L-theanine, L-tyrosine, and ashwagandha. You can try magnesium at night, mostly for relaxation more Oh, it is cold. Like yesterday we had hit with the snow, and today it's been really, really windy. Like really windy. Like it hasn't stopped. Duke, are you digging again? Okay. Duke is having too much fun digging again. You guys see him? Here, he's coming back. There's Duke. Hey, 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 listen, listen. Look what I got for you. What is that? You're a big smile? Your nose is full of mud? You ever visited Toronto? No, I don't have any plans for visiting Toronto. I'll be going to BC because I want to finish my tiny house in BC right now. And if I finish the insulation and the water line and the septic in the month of May, then this way I can stay over for the winter time. I'll end up staying in BC than to come back to the city. But maybe if I get a chance to travel again to other places, definitely I'll look into it. He needs a partner, dude. Oh, I know he does. You know what? If I was able to make maybe a little bit more money, I think I'll buy Duke. Not another German Shepherd. I would buy a Malinois, Milan, and I think that would be like the best breed, best mix. I think a German Shepherd and Malinois. These are my two favorite dogs, actually. Right, Duke? They're both very playful, very aggressive, a lot of energy. Never ends. Like I spend at least 3 hours every day with Duke outside, from playing to training to I give him a bone once in a while because it actually keeps him occupied. Then we go out for sniffing. So it's a lot of work. Hasn't stopped. Right, Duke? Where is he? He's behind me? Oh, there he is. He's standing up there watching. Hi Maurice, can you recommend a magnesium other than trace mineral as it's 24 shipping to the UK? Wow. Deborah, do you have access to iHerb? Can iHerb offer free shipping to UK? If yes, there is one by Trace Minerals. The only downfall about it is very, very salty compared to the one I recommended. But if you don't mind the saltiness of it, then that would actually work for you. And I think the shipping would be way better because I think it might be free shipping from iHerb to UK. Don't you think L-theanine ashwagandha can increase hair loss because of DHT increase? It won't, no. It won't. It has nothing to do with much of the hair loss issue. The hair loss is actually usually a copper deficiency more than a DHT increase. Not good with a kidney stone, too much salt. You can actually, well, with the kidney stones, you can still, the magnesium is going to actually break the kidney stones. It shouldn't really conflict a whole lot. The only reason it's saltier is just they have a little bit higher levels of sodium in it. But as long as you maintain your sodium intake throughout the day, because you're allowed actually up to 2,500 milligrams of sodium a day, and because you're taking taurine will actually flush out any excess sodium, so it'll maintain sodium to potassium ratio correctly. What copper can you recommend? I need a supplement, I guess. Well, copper is mostly, if you take it orally, you have to take zinc along the way, not the same time. But the problem is you can't take such high levels of copper because it can cause a toxic effect in your liver. So it's better if you do peptides instead. And copper peptides is not going to be cheap either. You'll have to actually inject it into your stomach. I know there's some companies that are trying to turn the copper peptide into like external use for hair. Or you can get some of these copper cups and you can fill them up with water and you can actually drink from it. Roughly every 1 liter of water you drink from a copper cup, it probably gives you about 2 milligrams. And the ratio of copper to zinc has to be like a ratio 7:1. So every 2 milligrams of copper, you gotta take probably close to about 15 milligrams of zinc, or else you can become depleted in either or. What brand would you recommend for magnesium citrate? Magnesium citrate, I'll have to probably check to send you a link through iHerb possibly, or there is another one called Calm, Magnesium Calm. That one has good proper citrate in it to actually help with kidney stones and oxalates. CALM, calm magnesium, and it's actually the main ingredient is magnesium citrate. So that would be ideal to actually look into, Deborah. Let me know, send me a direct message. I can kind of send you some information in regards to that, in case you didn't get the information through here. Perfect. And let me know when you get started on them, just so I can update my notes and stuff, and we can go from there, just so I'm aware of what you're taking and what's going on. I'm taking 600 milligrams of ashwagandha and 200 milligrams of L-theanine with 2 p.m. lunch, with my 2 p.m. lunch. It's supposed to be consumed on an empty, well, ashwagandha with food, your L-theanine should be in an empty stomach, morning, lunch, and dinner. Empty stomach, because it does conflict with other amino acid and it won't work as good. So L-theanine should not be consumed with food. Only ashwagandha consumed with food. And ashwagandha has to be cycled every 45 days, or else it's gonna end up causing adrenal fatigue. And not everybody does good on ashwagandha. Roughly about 30% of the population, they don't do very well on it. They end up getting very, very mellow, and sometimes they end up causing more anxiety more than anything. What is the best magnesium for high blood pressure? Magnesium ionic chloride, and it has to come with the trace minerals. But you can go watch my recent video on YouTube. I just posted up this morning, and I'll give you all the proper directions. And do watch the full 8 minutes, because I do have all the dosing and everything, how to take it and how to actually saturate correctly. So this is the first time I do give the full guide on there, so definitely check it out. Duke, if you wanna play, get the ball. I'll play with you. Seriously, is L-theanine and lemon balm good? Oh, 100%, especially for relaxation. I have actually a combination. If you ever want Deborah for relaxation, I have it written down upstairs. I should have actually put it in my cheat book. Because what I'm gonna do, Deborah, I'm gonna take all my ebooks that I wrote, I'm gonna actually all put them into the cheat book. Moving forward, every time I do something, so you just gotta upgrade the cheat book and you guys will get it. But I'm gonna send me a message, I'll send you the ingredients I have if you're thinking of using it for relaxation. I have like a really, really nice combination, and some herbs and some supplement you can take together. It actually allows for a good relaxation level and deep sleep. Average person that actually tries that formula will get at least 2 hours of deep sleep, which is really good. And I usually use that formula when I am off grid, because I end up working late and I end up mixing that formula, and I end up giving you almost about 2 hours of deep sleep, which is really good. Are you talking about Calm Mag, like for plants? Calm Mag? What do you mean, like for plants? No, there's never take calcium magnesium product. Never take calcium product, because the body cannot actually break down the magnesium correctly the calcium correctly, and we never really need calcium. We need the magnesium more than calcium. How about knee pain, arthritis? Any help? It's your diet, it's your oxalates. Good morning, I want to message you for blood test. Do I just go to your TikTok and message you there? Yeah, send me a message there. Maybe we can discuss it in details, or book a time we can actually talk. Calm is the brand name. Yes, Calm is the brand name of the magnesium citrate. My diet, how? Anything, you probably consume a lot of food that actually contain oxalates, and that's why you're getting the pain. Or it could be consuming a lot of nitrate food into your diet that's causing issue with arthritis. For breakfast, I blend 1 beetroot with 3 cloves of garlic and 1 capsule of 400 milligrams of magnesium glycinate. Why would you do that for breakfast? I would never do that for breakfast. You're automatically spiking your insulin so high from the beetroot. And glycinate will actually put you in a relaxation stage. You don't want to be in too much relaxation stage. You want to have the magnesium glycinate at night and maybe magnesium ionic chloride during the daytime. Can people take the vitamin D, K while on blood thinners or aspirin? Yes, and you should actually discontinue aspirin because eventually being on aspirin is going to give you a kidney disease. It's going to end up causing kidney damage on the long term. Sugar not good for arthritis. 100%. You are correct on that, Deborah. Duke, what do you bring here? Duke doesn't know what to do. He wants to play, but it's too cold. Sugars plays a huge role, specifically fructose, overconsumption of simple carbohydrates, oxalates, any food containing oxalates, all that stuff will cause arthritis. Some people have issues with nightshade, intake of foods, whether peppers or green peppers or tomatoes and other things. So definitely the diet plays a huge role in this. They said vitamin K clots blood only when it's required. Vitamin K2 only when it's required, and probably you're taking like a small fraction of it. It's not gonna really conflict a whole lot. What can I use to replace aspirin as blood thinner? You have cayenne, you have garlic, you have any type of sulfur food intake, you have nitric oxide, you got cod liver oil. There's a lot of different food items you can actually eat or consume as a supplement to actually thin out your blood. I read that too much taurine can affect your kidneys. Can I get it through my diet? It's very rare. It's very, very rare. Like you'll have to be taking in the upper 50 grams of taurine for it to affect the kidneys. I took 100 grams of taurine daily for almost 3 to 6 months, and I did a full test to see if it does affect the GFR levels, and nothing changed or nothing affected in the kidneys. So it's very rare for that to happen, Deborah, unless you're insulin resistant. Then the max you can go is 20 grams of taurine. So I wouldn't really worry a whole lot about it. And I know you're talking probably because the kidney stone as well, it's not going to conflict. Because what happens is with the taurine, it does flush out the excess sodium from your kidneys. So this way it regulates your potassium and sodium. So it's not going to affect the kidney, it's just going to enhance the filtration of the kidneys. But if you have, let's say, kidney stones and stuff like that, sometimes it does conflict, but it's very rare that happens. Duke, where are you going? Come here. Let's play with Duke a bit. It keeps ringing the ball, though. It's like so windy. Especially here. Wow. Right when we step outside. Yeah, the break, you can start a low dose. You can start at 1,000 milligrams every 4 hours. So take about 3 doses of 1,000 milligrams, see how that goes. And you can definitely increase it as well. But keep in mind, it's gonna be highly utilized by your heart and eyes and brain before it actually hits any other organs. But it's gonna actually, at the same time, is gonna preserve your electrolytes correctly in the system, specifically for your heart. But ideally, 1,000 milligrams per intake would be ideal. Then you can actually increase it from there and see how that goes. How many minutes a day of walking is best? I don't like walking much, and walking is really doesn't really do a whole lot for the body. It's okay to actually, move your body instead of actually sitting idle, but don't actually just think of walking as an exercise. It is good to actually uh, give you the idea of actually moving all your joints. It is good for actually breathing purposes. It is good to actually stimulate the body so you're not sitting idle all the time. There's no real answer of how many minutes a day a person should do. Ideally, it's better if you do like a HIIT training, high intensity interval training, by doing that at least 25 minutes, probably 3 times a week. That would be like plenty enough, because that would be equivalent of hours of walking, where you can actually do it in such a short burst of 25 minutes. And we're talking, doing like say 3 minutes walk, 30 seconds heavy intense running, then 3-minute walk, and you kind of cycle that at least 4 or 5 times within a 25-minute period, and that would be plenty enough. Walking is hard with POTS and heart issues. Not really. You can actually, it depends on the heart condition. Depends on the heart conditions, depends on the POTS that you're currently having or occurring. Then you can always adjust. Deborah, cheers. Thank you so much for the flowers. I need you guys, Deborah and Maria, I know you guys on the live chat, definitely keep me update with all the changes you're doing, just so I can keep record. And we can almost go from there. I almost blacked out every time. Yeah, well, having heart disease, you actually have to adjust it. You can't just depend on medications, because the medications, especially if you're taking like a ACE inhibitors, or you're taking a blood pressure medication, that will actually slow you down, and that will actually cause you to black out and cause dizziness. What's your favorite Disney movie? Delphine, I haven't watched a TV for the past 7 years, so I can't really give you an answer. Next time, I'm gonna try laying on the floor with my feet up. It's not about, laying down on the floor. It's not about eliminating walking. It's all about, the medications you're taking. What are they causing to your system? Duke! Oh, there you are, big boy. Where'd you go? Where are you going? It does rush to the feet, but the problem is you're having issues with dizziness, and everything is lack of electrolytes in your body and proper stimulation in the blood. Only on metformin for type 2 diabetes. Type 2 diabetes, you're taking metformin for now, temporary, until you fix your diet. What state do you live in? I live in Canada, in Alberta. See, we still got snow here. It hasn't stopped yet. Would love to be maybe in the US would be better. I think the weather would be a lot nicer than what we have here. I eat Mediterranean diet. Yeah, Mediterranean diet is not the best, and it's not your optimal level, because there's a lot of issues in it as well too that people aren't aware of. Dude, come here, bud. Where are you? Come here with me. Oh, yeah. Stop jumping. Come live in Florida. Go to the beach. Yeah, 100%. I wouldn't have to be wearing freaking a jacket and a toque, and we're trying to actually stay warm here, and it's freaking cold. It was like plus 17 a couple days ago. Now today is like a minus. We're back in the minus degree, and we got even more snow. You mentioned to take L-theanine without food 3 times a day. My capsules are 200 milligrams. How could I? What do you mean, how could you? You take one in the morning, one at lunch, one at dinner, without food, before food, or an hour after you eat. So 100 milligrams is nothing. You can take up to like 6,000 milligrams daily without any issues. Trust me, I take it. My cat has heart failure and can't do stairs no more. You can actually give your cat some taurine. That's what I give Duke as well, to prevent any cardiovascular issues. What's the issues with the Mediterranean diet? A lot of grains, a lot of processed, a lot of sugars, a lot of salt. They have too many few ingredients that people aren't aware of. Too much salt, too much sugar, too much grains. Humans and pets eat so much grain. Well, we don't need the grains. That's the problem. We weren't meant to actually eat the grains. Like, you know, the grains found in European countries are not heavily sprayed like we have here in North America and stuff. That's why they do a little bit better than us. How much taurine should I take per day? I would start with at least 3,000 milligrams per dose. Keep in mind, half-life is only about 4 hours, so you need that multiple times throughout the day. Has 14, won't even take well snackies no more. Oh wow. Old cat. Dude! No more digging, please. Yeah, she's 14 years old, so it is an old cat. You gotta look after her. There's a senior and I'm missing. Yeah, Duke is only 2 years old, so 14 years old, that's a long time. You have to take care of him. You gotta treat him good and look after them. Florida, I have to go to Florida. I've been invited to go to Florida, that's it. I think it's gonna be way warmer than here. Seriously, if this year in Canada, the weather is gonna be cold all the time, because the last 2 summers, we've had almost more rain than actually sun. If this year happens the same thing because of the freaking weather modification, I think it's bullshit, and I think, you know, us paying carbon taxes for nothing is a waste of money. I'll just have to move to another place. I had my precious spot for 16 years. Wow. 16 years is amazing. You have great information and your videos are great. Thanks so much, Cuban. Cheers to that. Just notice your Canadian hat. Lol. It is Canadian. Duke is full of... Stop digging, bud. What are you doing? Duke is digging. He comes here and shows me his nose. Look at that. Duke, say hello to everyone. Cheap homes in Florida now. Are they? I don't want to buy a house. I want to actually... I technically live off a grid in BC, and I just come here in the city in the winter time this year because I didn't finish my tiny house. I need to buy like if anything in Florida or places like that, I need to buy like a small land, like maybe 5 acres, and I can build like small tiny house. That's all I care for. Because seriously, guys, we spend 90% of our time outdoors. You know, we spend like maybe 10% indoors to kind of eat and sleep. That's it. Canadian too. One is spring coming. I don't think we're gonna see spring this year. Like, look at I'm still wearing my toque and it's freaking cold. For edema, that's are you getting swollen in your legs? Is that what's happening? That's awesome idea. That's what I want to do. It is the best. Seriously, forget the city, forget the big bills, forget the big house, forget the heating, all that extra stuff. All you need is to sleep and relax. Seriously, we spend most of our time outside, especially if you are living in Florida and you have such a beautiful weather. Why would you want to sit inside? I'd be outside sitting and cooking outside and doing everything outside. Other than my sleep, I'd go inside and sleep. Unless you like camping. How are your garden seeds doing? Oh, you want to see? Seriously, I got already like almost about 72 plants of cucumbers growing. They're all inside. I haven't packed anything to take with me yet off grid, but here, let me show you. You can start with the taurine, and you gotta flush out all the minerals from all the salt. So let me show you what I got here, guys. Seriously. So here I got 36 plants of cucumbers. 36 plants. Oh, this is less than 30. There's few didn't make it. Cucumbers. Then this one here we got zucchini and watermelon. I got cabbage. So the zucchini for Duke. My watermelon is gonna be for me. That's my like carb day. This is gonna be all the cucumbers. Last year I only had like 6 plants of cucumbers, and I was getting like 1 cucumber every single day. So imagine now almost we're gonna get about 70 plants, and we got some strawberries growing. So I'm taking all that stuff with me. I'm taking all this stuff with me, and I'm gonna actually plant it all off grid in my little in my little greenhouse, and I'm gonna be set. Because cucumbers are actually, and I'm gonna plant some arugula when I get there. So cucumbers, guys, are gonna be like your electrolyte powerhouse. Especially anybody that has heart disease and issues. You guys should definitely grow some. Obviously, have to evict the shepherd first. Yeah, no kidding. Right, Duke? I had to keep them outside so I can show you guys. But seriously, if you guys can grow cucumbers this year and grow some arugula, I think that would be like the perfect mix, because arugula is gonna actually increase and vasodilate your arteries, and cucumber is gonna give you all the rich electrolytes. That's what a lot of bodybuilders, what they do when they're actually in their cutting phase, they actually all they do is eat cucumbers to actually fulfill their electrolyte needs. Do you get bush or climbing? So these are climbing. So I'm actually gonna tie them up onto a small post, so this way they actually climb up. I don't think I've seen the bush one here. I think these are all climbing one I got. Hopefully I got the correct one as last year. They are good for aphid, but you do need more magnesium and taurine to actually fix your aphid. I'm starting to look like a celery stick. How many? Yeah, because I think what did we decide? Like you're doing that 3 sticks per meal. I think we were talking about. They're actually good for you. They're good for you, and they help the body relax, Deborah. So they're not bad. I don't know if I can grow celery stick where I'm at. I haven't. Last year I tried and they kept going. You know, they actually grow and they get rotten. I don't know why, because we have a lot of moisture in the area. So I don't know. I'm gonna try again this year again. 3 after every meal. Love the taste. Cheers to that. Cheers to that. Yeah, they're good. I'm gonna try to grow arugula. I don't know if I could. Last year, some of them, did good. Some of them didn't. But we'll see how it goes again this year. I'm hoping this year we get some nice, hot, sunny weather so I can enjoy the time. If not, I gotta move to Florida. Somebody will invite me. I'll move to Florida, but I need at least two or 3 acres, and I can build like a small, tiny house, like maybe 200 square feet, and that's all I need. How much cucumbers should we eat per day? At least 1 to 3. If they're roughly about 6 inches in size, you need at least 3 of them a day. Would be ideal to actually fulfill proper electrolytes in the body. And that's why I kind of did 72 plants right now. Last year I had only 6-7 plants, and I would only consume 1 cucumber a day for only like 2.5 months. So having 72, I think that's gonna give me the idea of actually consuming maybe at least 2 or 3 a day, and maybe I can have something for pickling. Yes, last year I grew 12 cucumber plants, had a polytunnel 10 by 40 meter, also loads of fruits, berries, and roots, veggies. Oh, that's awesome, Ricky. Where are you at? That's really good. That's really good. If anybody has the room for anything to do, I think cucumbers, arugula, berries are really, really good. Especially if you guys can get some honey berries, they're my favorite. I have 4 growing here, honey berries, but never had a chance to actually try them because I'm never here. So usually my nieces and nephews, they come over, my parents, and they end up getting them. Ireland is awesome. How's the weather there right now? Is it pretty cold or is it nice and hot? Brother, come to Sweden and be my guest. Hey, looking forward to it one day. I have to bring Duke with me. I can't keep him here. He hasn't left my side since I got him. Sweden would be nice. It's a long flight from Canada to Sweden. But at least you guys will have some nice weather. Duke is also welcome. Cheers to that. Thanks so much, Glenn. I gotta definitely decide. I think when I'm off the grid this year and everything is settled, then maybe I should start doing some traveling if I get a chance to. Well, hopefully they don't ban TikTok. So if they do ban TikTok, you guys gotta come and join my YouTube channel, guys. Seriously, because if they ban it, then we're gonna end up having a lot of hard time with the lives and stuff. But only come in the summertime. Winter is terrible. Probably winter is the same as here in Canada. Cold and wet. Ireland is cold and wet right now, so it is cold as the same as us. So no summer yet, eh? Damn. Hi Maurice, what do you think of stem cells activation patches? They're a waste of money. They're a rip-off. People are just selling them just for the hell of it, Kay. So don't even think about it. I already had like 3 friends try them. spent hundreds of dollars, didn't even get anything from them. So guys, anybody who's gonna try to kind of approach you with activation patches for stem cells, for pain and other issues, they're a waste of money. Seriously, they are a waste of money. Either you do the real thing of stem cells or don't even bother with that. What's the platform name for Facebook? What's the platform name for Facebook? I don't know what you mean. Like Messenger? I don't know. I want everybody to actually move over to YouTube. So I'll continue doing my lives there. What do you think of Unimate and Balance? A lot of advertisers on TikTok. They're bullshit. They're a ripoff. They just want to take people's money. And all there is just fiber. You can buy fiber for a couple dollars. And I would never spend $150, whatever they want to charge you on a subscription for Unimate and Balance. It's bullshit. Seriously. Just buy yourself some acacia fiber, or buy yourself some inulin fiber. Then you can be able to actually get the same effect as Unimate, and a lot cheaper for a fraction of the cost. And Yerba Mate, you can buy Yerba Mate on its own. What is your YouTube name? It's the same as my name, Maurice Daher. Mauricedaher. Margot, you can actually, if you go on my main page on TikTok, you can actually click on my YouTube channel there. So these polytunnel, that's like for like a hydroponic, isn't it, Ricky? So make sure you sign up, Margot, there, and that's my YouTube channel. Please go for it. Any new ebooks coming out? So what I'm thinking of doing, Jeanette, because I created a few ebooks, but I'm gonna start to actually include all the ebooks within my cheat sheet. So this way, you know, once you buy the cheat sheet book for like say 19 bucks, I'm gonna start to actually have all the ebooks attached to it. I think that would be a little bit easier than having so many, but I'm still working on one right now that I've been working on for a year and a half. I wanna finish it hopefully soon. I want to lose 30 pounds. I'm afraid of losing muscle on intermittent fasting. What do you think about protein sparing, modified diet? What do you recommend? 2 meals or 3 meals? 2 meals is ideal as long as you're actually breaking your catabolic issue in the morning with about 10 grams of protein. You should be fine, and you'll never lose any protein, any muscle mass. But make sure you are taking some leucine with your meals so you can actually increase your protein synthesis, Andy. And once you do that, you'll be good. But your morning, once you wake up, you are going to be fasted. Make sure you're including 5 to 10 grams of protein. That's going to break that catabolic effect. But of course, it's going to break you out of fasting, which is fine as long as you're not doing. If you're doing it, let's say every other day. Thanks for letting me know, dude. The damn thing fucking froze. It's okay, leave it. So I hope that helps, Andy. And all you gotta do is practice carb loading. So even if you're going on a low carb diet and you do carb loading once every 5 days, you can actually maintain muscle mass and lose body fat. And that works really, really good. And I've talked about carb loading quite a bit. If you want a little bit more in specific in regards to that, book a time with me. I can walk you through the whole directions for losing weight and maintaining muscle mass. It's a plastic covered hoop tunnel. Oh, okay, it's a plastic covered. I haven't seen that. I wish you can maybe send me a picture of it. I love your 6-week challenge. Oh, I did that 6-week challenge. That was a while ago, I think. But yeah, if you have any questions in regards to that, definitely let me know, Andy, for sure. But I did post, I did update one, and I did post some training and everything. It's a plastic covered top tunnel. I gotta check that out. But yeah, Andy, if you have any questions in regards to that or anything, we can definitely sit down and talk about it and get everything up and going as well for you, for sure. Duke, what do you need? I'm not gonna go outside. I know you play the water almost broke because it's frozen. We end up hooking up all the waters and everything. Let's It's kind of insane. We hooked up the water line and everything, and because it froze overnight, now the water line broke. I have to fix it again. It's like all frozen. It's leaking. This sucks. Like seriously. It's like you can't really predict what's gonna happen from day to day living here in Canada. It sucks. And I have this tent here, I gotta take it down because I'm taking this and I'm gonna turn it into like a greenhouse. Duke! Maurice, what is your body fat percent? So my lowest I ever gotten was almost below 5.2%. Right now I'm back up to about 7 to 8%. I like to keep it about 7 to 8% body fat. And usually in the summertime I'll actually drop again to about 5.2 because the amount of movement while I'm building. But this year, last year I didn't really train a whole lot because I was building the tiny house. So this year I'm gonna focus a lot more on training. So this way I can maintain low body fat, but you can't really maintain low body fat for too long. It'll end up causing a lot of issues with a lot of oxidation and pain and inflammation. So you almost have to be a little bit careful. So ideally for male, you know, being at 20% would be ideal. But if you end up kind of going a little bit lower as much as me, you have to actually practice carb load at least every 5 days and rotate, because if you don't do that, it can actually affect your metabolic rate and it can affect your thyroid, and sometimes it will even affect your oxidation of your cholesterol. What is healthy body fat? Yeah, anything below 20. Ideally for male, like if you really want the aesthetic look, yes, you know, 12%, 14% is ideal. But if you want like an extreme athletic look, you can go below the 2 digits, but you gotta be careful. What's good fat if you have heart disease? So that's where the issue is. With heart disease, you want to try to keep it at least between a 12 and 15% ideally. Magnesium supplement recommendation, the magnesium glycinates upset my stomach. You need magnesium ionic chloride. Magnesium ionic chloride, and you have to actually take it with taurine so you can actually absorb as much magnesium as you could. Jade, what's going on? So that's what you have to do. Is below 12 bad with heart disease? It's not whether it's bad. The problem is, like mine was very, very low, and living with heart disease is sometimes tough because what happened is you become so sensitive to so many things, and what happened is your body can actually go out of balance very fast, especially your electrolytes. So, you know, I do maintain it below 10% all year long, but I do take certain supplementation to prevent oxidation, especially oxidation of your lipids. The only reason I keep it that low, I have a genetic of lipoprotein small a, and the only way I can actually configure that lipoprotein small a so it does not go up so high, I have to maintain a proper amount of body fat, but proper amount of niacin. But yeah, you know, I would say 10 to 12% is good, but you know, be careful of your inflammatory factors, especially your OXLDL level and ApoB then, because these two are very, very crucial. Especially when you start doing a lot of intermittent fasting and other things, what happens is these two numbers sometimes they tend to kind of go up a bit, and the only way you can actually make sure they're not actually causing any issues with some polyphenols. The love of fighting the elements of nature and the season. Yeah, no kidding. But ideally, you don't want anything such as, you know, fatty liver disease or anything like that either. What? You can stay there. It's freaking cold. You can come in here with me. Here, come here, you. Are eggs good for you, and how many should we eat a day? I eat 10 a day. So I love the eggs. I have no problem with them. They're not gonna affect your heart or anything like that. They're delicious. Does tyrosine work well? I might replace caffeine with tyrosine. Started doing fasting 2 years ago and got high bilirubin, but other readings in range. It's called Gilbert syndrome. You can definitely do the tyrosine. Tyrosine does help. to actually calm the nervous system down. Same with L-theanine. The only reason your bilirubin is high, sometimes it could be the filtration issue with the liver, because you're probably losing weight and you're doing a lot of intermittent fasting, so there's certain processes have to go through the liver, and that's why it kind of goes up a little bit high. But adding milk thistle, dandelion will definitely help with that issue. What is good blood pressure number for 58 years old who can run 10K an hour? An hour 10K. You know, the ideal blood pressure, they all say 120/80, but actually it fluctuates per person. Sometimes even 130/90 is ideal, but it's all in regards to blood pressure. Sometimes, you know, do we look at it as something serious or not? But it's a number that tells us whether there's like issues with your kidneys, you have deficiencies in your vitamins and minerals, or possibly it's causing some stiffness in the arteries. So it's not whether whether there's an ideal number or not, is whether you have it high or not, and whether these deficiencies do occur or not. What do you need? What do you want? I'm not giving you another bone, no. I'm just gonna sit here. Can you do a day in life again and show your meals you cook, supplement, etc. like you did before? That was very good. Yeah, I will do that. I will definitely break things down a little bit more in specific, especially when I go off the grid on the 26th, I'll have a little bit more time to do some of that stuff. Definitely I'll do a full day for you guys, from the food I eat to the supplement I take to my training and everything. 100%. What's a good supplement or vitamin to take for muscles? Muscles as in enhance your muscles, recovery. One of the best thing you can do is it's a stack of 3 items. You got creatine, 5 grams, D-ribose, 5 grams, and leucine, 3 grams. That would be ideal like after a training session for recovery and for increased protein synthesis and for actually get rid of any catabolic effect. Do you recommend hawthorn berry for heart health? Hawthorn berry is good. It's definitely good if you want to have it as tea. It does actually help the arteries, and it does help to actually stay nice and flexible. So which is good. Duke, I'm not going outside anymore. It's time for you to take a little nap. That's it. You stay here. I do actually have 2 wild trees growing on the land where I'm going. They are hawthorn berries, and usually I pick them. So hopefully this year maybe we'll do a video while I'm actually picking them. And usually either I froze them or I dry them up so I can actually have them as tea later on, which is good. Oh, you wanna come in? Yeah, what's up? How's the hair? There we go. Chronic. No, Duke, don't come down. Send me a direct message, Mona Lisa. I'll answer that question a little bit more detail for you, no problem. Let's go upstairs for a minute. Is there a way to overcome sensitivity to eggs? Your sensitivity to eggs is a few things. The sensitivity to eggs is mostly from the egg white that happens, and sometimes whether the eggs are actually free range or not. But usually it's the egg white that causes the sensitivity more than anything. Duke, please stay down. Give me a second, guys. I'm back upstairs here. Duke, leave it, please. Duke is just grabbing everything here, like usual. Give me a second, guys. I know you guys are putting some questions in. Let me just back up, please. Leave it alone. You already chewed it. Look what he did. I bought this yesterday for my phone holder. I ended up chewing it. So now I have to actually get a piece where I can't find that stupid thing. Hey, Miss Cosmo, how are you? Can you exercise or fast the same day as blood tests? Will this affect readings? The only thing that will affect is your cholesterol level. I actually, when I do my blood test, I actually do a couple of blood tests. I do one fasted, one I actually work out, one I actually eat, and I actually see the difference. And the only thing that actually gets affected, not your diabetes, not anything else. The only thing that gets affected is your cholesterol. So don't be alarmed about that. Sometimes they'll be like increased like tenfold. It's kind of crazy. Yeah? It's kind of fun. You play around with the doctor's mind. He's like, what the hell did you eat, Maurice? Well, I just had 10 eggs before I did the blood test just to see what happens. Does fasted affect cholesterol in positive or negative way? No, it actually affects it in a positive way. But keep in mind, sometimes it increases your cholesterol once you kind of bypass 15 hours. That's why 15 hours would be ideal then. Nothing higher than 15 hours. Or else it's gonna throw the numbers out of whack a bit. We have lots of hawthorn in England. I made a tonic this winter with a few kilos. It's almost ready. Wow. You gotta give me the recipe, Miss Cosmos. Because I'm probably gonna be picking some up this year from the trees that I have. I have 2 trees, and hopefully I get them before the birds actually get them before me. Maybe I'll do a tonic. I would like to get my blood work done. What test should I get done as many options in UK? Ricky, send me a message on YouTube, because you can't send me a message on TikTok. They'll actually block me the moment I put any type of blood test name. Send me a message on YouTube, and what I'll do is I'll send you the blood test so you can get them checked. And once you get them checked, we can possibly book an appointment with me, and I can actually interpret everything for you. Sure, I'll send it to you. Awesome, thank you. So once I pick the hawthorn this year, definitely I'll store them. I think usually I end up picking them in almost end of August. I think that's when we usually pick them up. Because last year I only had about a half a kilogram of hawthorn, and the rest of it the birds ate. So I couldn't actually climb up to the whole tree because it's right on the edge of the water. What do you think about cold plunge? Does it affect muscle growth compared to the benefits of fat loss recovery? I love it as it helps me with my shoulder pain. The cold plunge, cold shower, all that stuff is good for boosting your mitochondria, and it's good for as an anti-inflammation. There's no proven fact that it actually increases muscle mass or not, or muscle growth. But since it does enhance your mitochondria, that means you have more power, more energy, longer in the gym to actually last and lift heavier. And possibly that's why you end up getting more of a muscle increase. I do the cold plunge when I am off grid, but I do a lot of cold showers every single morning if I get a chance to. So definitely it does help, and especially for inflammation and stuff, it's actually ideal to actually use that and do the grounding, like especially if you're doing grounding or even earthing as well too. So I have the bed sheet that I actually use on a daily basis as well, and that helps quite a bit. Duke, don't be. He's trying. Duke, leave it. Duke. Duke wants to chew on everything. So you guys from TikTok, I just posted a video on YouTube, 5 causes of high blood pressure. So if you guys get a chance to, please go to the YouTube channel and definitely watch it or check it out. I did put some valuable information there, and in return it is gonna help me quite a bit as well, which is excellent. If you guys don't mind doing that, would be great. My blood pressure is always 80 something. 80 something as in what? Because there's systolic over diastolic. It varies what I mean by 80 over something. See you tomorrow, 8:30. Sounds good. Is it 8:30? 8:30 your time. My time is different. I think 6:30 my time or something. I've subbed to your YouTube. You have a lot of great content. Thanks so much. Really appreciate that. Any comment about oh yeah, I just gotta open up this. Okay, sorry. So my blood pressure device, it says high, so I know it's bad. Well, your blood pressure monitor is different. You have to actually do like a multiple reading throughout the day. You can just do it off once. Any comment about tongue cat Ali? What would you like to know? Like comment. Some people have been using it for like boosting testosterone. You know, it does work, yes and no. Maybe it varies per person, but some people have noticed that it does actually work for enhancing the sexual performance and stuff. Other than that, some people say it does actually increase energy and stamina. I tried it myself and I did some mega doses on it and didn't really feel anything. Maybe because my testosterone is already high, and you can actually increase your testosterone by using red light therapy. All you gotta do is just use red light therapy on your man parts, and that increases your testosterone and your sexual enhancement as well too. So there's a lot of other things to do than just taking supplementation. So at the end of the day, it's not so much about increasing your testosterone, it's whether you are estrogen dominant or not. And a lot of the men, a lot of the people, a lot of the guys out there, they are estrogen dominants because they consume everything in plastic. I've been checking my blood pressure the last 3 mornings. It's okay to just do test once a day to get. No, you gotta do it at least 3 times a day for 3 consecutive days. Then this way we can actually do like a difference, Lexi. Just doing it once a day, it's not gonna really be ideal at all. It's gonna be very minimal. Mine was 102 over 82 this morning. Just be all that salary. I think so. I think you're doing a great job, Deborah. That's excellent. Keep at it. Salary is gonna help quite a bit. That's awesome. So morning, afternoon, and evening is good. Yes, you have to check it 3 times, 3 consecutive days. You know, just to see how everything is going correctly, making sure everything is valid, 100%. And that would be like the ideal thing to do, just to kind of make sure everything is kind of working correctly. Just got my blood test back today. LDL at 202. Stopped the statin 6 months ago. Yeah, the LDL by itself is irrelevant, John. You have to kind of check your, your HDL, your triglyceride ratio. That's one thing, and we just gotta make sure, whether your LDL is being oxidized or not. That's all it is. 202 is very ideal. What do you think about people who are strict carnivore and are anti-carbohydrates? Hey, I was one of them. The problem is, and I told this many times because I tested it out for almost 3 years, and I told a lot of the people, I'm like, guys, I know you guys are anti-carbohydrates, but the body does require certain carbohydrates to actually function correctly. Yes, you can thrive 110% on fats, but certain individuals, based on their athletics or based on their performance, based on their athletic levels, carbohydrates are required to actually, especially for high levels of bursting energy. But some people don't believe that. Only this very small percentage, very rare percentage can actually thrive just strictly on fats. Just bought polyphenol supplement. When is the best time to take it? Make sure you're taking it with the meal 1 or meal 2 that contains good amount of fats. Ideally, that's what you need. Without fats, you're not going to be able to absorb these polyphenols correctly. Do you like Paul Saladino? Yeah, he's not bad. He's okay. He's a little bit lost. He's all over the place. First, he was talking, eat your meats, eat your organ. A year down the road, he's like, I think we need some carbohydrates to actually function correctly. I'm like, I've been talking about this for almost 8 years and stuff, but nobody would actually listen. And now people are actually coming back and say, hey, Maurice, you're right. You're absolutely correct. We do need it. Maurice, is it okay to do 5 kilometer run 5 times a week with heart disease? Long as I use magnesium, deeribus creatine. 5 kilometer run 5 times. Why so much? If you don't mind me asking, like, are you kind of practicing for something specific, or are you just doing it for overall better system? Because it's better if you actually do a HIIT training for your cardiovascular or for your heart than to actually do like a long haul of 5 kilometers 5 times a week is a bit too much. Hey Jade, how are you? To recover, yeah, for recovery, you know, D-ribose, creatine, and of course you need leucine would help, and magnesium helps quite a bit. Yes, for recovery would be ideal, 100%. Do you think Gary Brecka is a scam or genuine? All these people say they feel so much better. All the celebrities, it's a big scam. They're all into it. They're all actually into making the big money, the big dollars. You know, he's just saying things that has been out for years and years and years, and a lot of people are aware of it. Like I have a couple of my patients that actually signed up with them to actually get a feel, and they said, you know, they spend the $50 they spend with me for consultation, they got a lot more out of it than them actually doing an MTHFR diet that they can actually pull up from their blood test. So is it a scam? I think he's just out there as a short term to make a quick dollar, get couple thousand patients, couple thousand customers, and after that, that's it. See you later. And people are actually spending the money because he makes the marketing sound so good. He makes everything sound so good that people need it. And no, you don't need it. There's other things. And a lot of these, you know, celebrities and everything, do you actually believe all of them? A lot of them are all bullshit. You know, yes, if you can get a genetic testing, but I think if you have your 23andMe, you get 650,000 synapses. His genetic test is only gonna check 5 synapses. So if you get your 23andMe, and I can actually do like the full analysis, takes me anywhere between 8 hours to 9 hours, I can give you almost 12 pages of different genetic disposition that you currently have or could actually happen to you, and based on them I can tell you what supplementation to take. But there's no point of just getting a single test that contains only 5 genes, and by that you fix everybody's issue. And plus, he talks very highly about homocysteine, and I've spoken about homocysteine before many times, that if you have high homocysteine, you have high blood pressure. Well, that's one issue, one factor. There's 5 other factors that can cause high blood pressure and nothing to do with homocysteine that people don't even realize or even think about. You know, some stuff he talks about, it's okay, but most of the stuff, to be honest with you, I think a lot of it is bullshit. I'm nauseous and dizzy. What should I do? Please start taking some electrolytes. There's your ultimate electrolytes. So this has lasted me like less than a month. It's already empty. All you gotta do is get your cup of water, put 40 drops. This 40 drops. Now these 40 drops are gonna give you 200 milligrams of magnesium ionic chloride. So now fill up the cup of water. Seriously, fill up a cup of water and drink it. But the problem is your body's not gonna absorb it correctly. First of all, if you don't have enough acidity in your gut, because magnesium will only get actually absorbed if you have an acidic gut. Second, you know, why not add taurine to it so your body can actually absorb it fully 110%? So let's add 3,000 milligrams of taurine. Does your ethnicity have anything to do with foods that will help you and are good for you? There's a couple books that was written in regards to that, JT, and most of them were Eat Right for your blood type. Some of it is true, some of it is not. So there's my taurine. This is a Canadian company actually. They're not in the US, but it's very similar to a lot of the ones I mentioned. So we're gonna take 1 scoop. So there's your scoop, 3,000 milligrams. We're gonna put it in that 1 cup of water with the magnesium. And guys, this is how you can actually fix your blood pressure. This is how you can actually fulfill your cell with proper electrolytes. So there's the magnesium, there's the taurine. So we got 200 milligrams of magnesium, you got 70 plus trace minerals, and we got 3,000 milligrams of taurine. So this actually has all your electrolytes, it has all your trace minerals, it has everything you need. But this, you have to actually drink this 3 times a day, not once a fucking day. You drink it once a day, your body gonna utilize it in like 4 hours, and after that you're out. Do you have taurine on your website? I do, yes. Maurice, I think I oversaturated magnesium, got loose stool, kept having loose stools, got ill with sickness from food poisoning, and lost lots of phosphorus. So when we take actually magnesium, that's why I always say, make sure you take it every 3 hours, or you take it every 4 hours of 200 milligrams, Ben, for example, right? But let's say on your last dose you start to get like some soft stool effect. That means moving forward, your last dose, instead of being 200 milligrams, cut it down to 100 milligrams. And if you continued having soft stool, then your second dose, instead of being as well 200 milligrams, cut it down to another 100 milligram. And so this way, because your body's already starting to get saturated, so now it's time to actually start to kind of go on a maintenance level. If you don't do that and you continue having like a diuretic effect or a soft stool, you can actually flush out all the minerals and you're almost back to square one. So you gotta be careful. Hey Maurice, I asked a question on TikTok about what blood work to go for. You said message on YouTube, here or DM. If you can send me, put a comment to my latest video, Rix, if you don't mind, and I'll actually give you all the list you need. Well, phosphorus, the only way you can get phosphorus is by actually getting bone broth or actually getting like calcium meal, so you can actually maintain your phosphorus. But phosphorus is found in your trace minerals as well too. You don't want it to be too low either. Is TikTok being taken down? From what I heard, it will be probably in September, JT. Total cholesterol 298, triglyceride 134, HDL 72, VLDL 24, LDL color 202. Should I be worried? 72 over your. By the way, you are insulin resistant, John. And did you check your ApoB, ApoA1, LP small a, LPPLA2? All these are inflammatory factors. I don't see them. Like I said, cholesterol by themselves is irrelevant to kind of give us a big picture. How can I get my sleep back? I'm on sleep medication for 5 years. Book a time with me, Depo. I can definitely help you with that. But going back to your question, Ben, phosphorus is gonna be, you're gonna end up probably getting your phosphorus levels again from eggs, bone broth. That would be like your highest amount. Sometimes you can buy what is called like a calcium meal, and it actually has calcium and phosphorus rich. If you have ionic chloride, do you need to trace minerals? I heard separate. No, you don't. If you have this one here, this is the ionic trace magnesium. It actually still contains 70 plus minerals, plus it has like a balanced electrolyte in it. So that's why I stopped using the other one from iHerb and start using this one. How do I book a session with you? If you click on my picture on the top and you go to my website, then you can actually pick whether you want a 30 minutes or an hour, and this way we can actually have a conversation and I can help you with everything you need. And you guys, when you drink your magnesium, don't drink it all at once because you don't end up putting too much stress on your gut. So make sure you actually, that 1 cup, sip on it slowly, at least 10-15 minutes, very, very slow. I'm used to it. Duke is here relaxing on the bed. He was outside playing, but it was super cold. We just came in and he was laying on my bed right now, but he just stood up. He's seeing something going on. Of course, now he wants to go back outside, which is he can't. Here, you can see your friend JT. He's right behind me. There, he's standing. Can you guys see him? My screen froze on YouTube. I hope I didn't lose you guys. I hope you guys can hear me still. Maybe give me a thumbs up, Ben. Still, you see you. We can hear you. Oh, perfect. We can hear you. Oh, perfect. Okay, so you guys can hear me on TikTok. I don't know if they can hear me on YouTube because I'm running dual live right now just to make sure. Okay, perfect. Yes. Oh, okay, awesome. That's good to know. Yeah, it's I don't know what was I talking about. The call interrupted me. It's crazy. Duke, go back and sleep, buddy. So yeah, I'm charging my new gadget. Did I show it to you guys before? This here, I got it and I bought it from from you guys seen this, right? My little infrared 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 light. It's a laser infrared light. You guys seen this? I lent it to my friend for almost 4 months, so I didn't get a chance to use it for 4 months. So I just got it yesterday. So I'm just gonna attach this. So this is usually it's good for pain and everything, but what I'm just gonna put it on this little clip. But what I've been using it on my neck, because what I can do on my neck, let's see if I can put it. So I put this on my neck, and this is I can stimulate my thyroid or my carotid arteries. So there we go. So we got it right on the two of them right on the carotid arteries, and we got the bottom one on your thyroid. So this way you can stimulate your carotid arteries and your thyroid at the same time. So this is like a laser infrared system that I'm actually been playing with. I gave it to my friend to try it, and I'm trying to play with it so we can actually see if it does reduce any carotid arteries, any plaque calcifications in there. It's a light therapy, but a specific light therapy with the laser. So I've been doing this for a while now to kind of see how well it works. Ice Bank Mice Elf. Let me look it up here. Bro, your carotid arteries are not. Do I have it the wrong section? It should be up here in the front. I gotta adjust it a bit. I'll adjust it here in a sec. Because I gave it to my friend, he was actually been using it. We're suffering, nobody has been staying in your off-grid home while being away from it. I hope not. I hope they haven't. Because they could probably get access to it very easily. Because I don't have the doors locked. I don't have the doors locked at all yet. And because I just put the glass and I haven't actually fixed it up yet. So hopefully not. Need to adjust this. This is actually, I haven't used this for a long time. Oh, it's off, that's why. Let me. When did live start? Oh, I started like early today because I was outside with Duke trying to play and we didn't get a chance because it was very, very cold. Arginine increases the blood pressure. It does increase the blood pressure because it actually acts as an oxidative stress. It does not convert correctly to nitric oxide. So that's why I don't really like to use L-arginine for nitric oxide. I'm in Canada, Patsy. Do you hear what happened to Bishop Mary Moore Emanuel? I heard something. I don't like to kind of watch the news, to be honest with you, but I think I heard they were talking about it the other day. Let me see here. Give me a second, guys. Awesome, in Vancouver. I'll be heading to British Columbia soon. I'll be staying. That's where I have my little tiny house getting built, Patsy. So I'll be going there in April 26th. So I'll be very, very soon. Why is it so short? A guy walked up while he was doing it, literally and attacked him with a knife, but he didn't open. Oh, I heard that it didn't open and stuff, and my parents were talking about it. I didn't get the full story. It's kind of interesting. It can be LED, right? Best vitamin to take daily for men over 40, nitric oxide and magnesium. Yeah, he is okay. He is okay. I don't think anything happened. I think did they catch the person? I don't know if they caught him. I didn't actually check it or anything. Hi, I have had bad trapped nerve. What can you recommend? The only thing is you can do is probably do some acetyl L-carnitine for that. Are any common coming up. Some are and some are being blocked. I don't know why. A lot of comments are being blocked right now. Maybe something we start talking about that is actually being blocked. Stomach is sore when I'm constipated. Why? It's mostly your intestine is being overstimulated, and sometimes you gotta take some digestive enzymes or other things to actually help with that. I gotta adjust this so much. For red light therapy, what kind of bulb to use? Well, a lot of the therapy, the red light therapy, there's LED right now. A lot of them are using like laser LED, and you can actually get like near and far lights as well too, based on how much you want to trigger. But I have that information on my website. You can actually check it out and see what works best for it. No, it's fine. It's the way it's actually made. It should be fine as long as they have the correct frequency for the LED. Then it should be fine, 100%. Solution for migraines. The only reason sometimes you get migraines is a few things. Either you're lacking of magnesium, which is a deficiency. Sometimes it's a vitamin B2 deficiency, and sometimes it's your sleep. Your body's not producing proper melatonin. Well, once you like the digestive enzymes, if you're having that issue, sometimes when you take digestive enzymes, you should actually be using it during food time. If you already ate and you're still feeling unwell, then you can take up anywhere between 4 to 6 digestive enzymes to break down anything that is left, or take hydrochloric acid, or you can take magnesium citrate. So you can add more water to your intestine as well too. My physiotherapy in Sydney is a daughter. Oh, nice. Same last name. Maybe we're related. You never know. Anything's possible. That'd be awesome. Therefore, then that means I could have somebody in Sydney waiting for me when I go there. Should iron and zinc supplement be added to a diet? I would never really add iron. It's very rare that you're deficient, especially if you're like a meat eater and you cook everything in like a skillet and everything like that. You probably get enough iron. Zinc, on the other hand, it should be, because it is heavily depleted based on the intake of food. But if you are gonna take zinc, you gotta make sure you're taking copper, or else if you just take zinc by itself, you can actually deplete your copper levels. Do I take magnesium citrate with a pill, or do I have to drink it? You can take it as a pill, or you can drink it, whichever is easiest. But you do probably need at least 200 milligrams per dose. So this way it actually adds more water to your intestine. Can you suggest anything for tight muscles? Magnesium glycinate, because what happens is your muscles contracts and relax. Calcium contracts and magnesium relaxes. Is BPC 157 safe? Yeah, 100% is safe. I've tried it, and I did a cycle of 6 to 8 weeks, and I did another cycle. Now I'm off. I'm gonna probably try to do it again tonight to see how it goes, or I might wait till I kind of go off grid, then I'll start the process again. But BPC 157, TB 500, most of the peptides are very safe at a specific dose, your intake. Depends what you want to use them for. Will drinking water from copper kettle work enough with the zinc? Yeah, 100%. Every liter of copper will give you about 2 milligrams of copper. So that should be plenty enough. Do you think kids should be taking multivitamins? Do you have a certain clean brands? No, I don't think they need a multivitamin. If anything, they need the trace minerals more than a vitamin. Seriously, how do we increase glutathione? Glutathione you can increase by taking, sometimes clean source of protein. If you take, let's see, if you take NAC will increase the glutathione as a precursor. Anything rich in sulfur, like garlic, onions, will actually increase your glutathione. What else can increase your glutathione levels? Selenium does, but if we're talking more food, vitamin C rich foods will cause that. Alpha lipoic acid will increase your glutathione levels. Milk thistle. Some people do really good on turmeric. What else is there? Isolated whey protein because of the cysteine in it, which is N-acetyl-L-cysteine, NAC. All that stuff adds. Sea salt has magnesium, 100%. Yes, that's what a lot of these ionic chloride magnesium, they're actually very salty because most of them are coming from seawater more than anything. Yeah, you can use BP7, BP157 for stomach issues, inflammation issues, and for actually gut healing. And as well, it does have some arterial benefits as well too. But yeah, all that stuff is gonna work really good. You're just gonna be taking like 250 micrograms in the morning, 250 micrograms in the evening. You should be good. You do that cycle for about 6 to 8 weeks. If you felt good on it, you get off for about a week or so, then you actually redo another cycle. How do you kill off bacteria in the stomach? Will my diet do that naturally? Your diet will do that because you're increasing your acidity. You can add mastic gum, you can add colloidal silver. If there's anything such as H. pylori, anything like that, we can definitely kill it off. Vitamin C, which one to take? Is ascorbic acid not good for vitamin C? Ascorbic acid is still as good, and that's the only way you can actually get a little bit high levels of vitamin C, which is fine. Pure tobacco smoking is good for or bad? If it's pure 100% natural, organic, then it should be fine. It's not gonna affect you a whole lot. Still better than actually having the regular cigarettes where you got like almost more than 98 chemicals in it. Mimi, thanks so much for subscribing. Really appreciate that. Thank you for the support. But keep in mind, if you are going to continue doing tobacco or pure tobacco, you just make sure you're kind of fulfilling any missing gaps, such as vitamin C. You got zinc is lost a little bit, vitamin B is lost a bit. So some of these minerals, it is ideal to actually fulfill. It depends based on how much you smoke as well too, right? So all that stuff should be definitely included. I love your great knowledge and advice. Thank you, Moonlight. Cheers. I was watching Paul Saladino. He experimented rice and potatoes and said he feels better on fruits. Yeah, it's vice versa. Some people do really good on starchy stuff. Some people do really good on fruits. So it varies. Paul, and thanks so much for the flowers as always. Cheers. Thank you. I appreciate that. Still drinking the magnesium. Do Brazilians do better on certain foods? It's a possibility. I can't tell you that. You know, everybody's microbiome is different. And it's always based on your grandmother, what she thrived on, whether you can actually thrive on the same thing or not. Pumpkin seed has zinc and magnesium. Yes, they do. Very small amount. It's just not enough to actually saturate with magnesium correctly. Thank you. Last part. BPC 6 to 8 weeks. Pause 1 week. Feel good 6 to 8 weeks again. You said yes, 100%. Amy, I'm here for Duke. Where's Duke? Duke is sleeping. Oh, he heard his name. He ended up waking up. Look, there he is. There he is, Amy. He's all there waiting for you. If you're a social drinker, what would you drink? Wine. Maybe some organic wine is good. I like wine. Wine is good. Is 8,000 IU vitamin D with vitamin K daily good? It's all varies on your weight. So we take 1,000 IU per 25 pounds of body weight. Here's your little handsome boy. He's standing there watching. We're outside, but he just came in to actually take a little nap. I'm half Italian, half Brazilian. A beautiful carb and protein mix. There you go. You can have some carbs, some nice white rice or sweet potato would be good for you. Can taking too much magnesium deplete your potassium levels? No, if anything is gonna actually balance it. what actually depletes your potassium levels is mostly too much sodium, will actually throw off the balance. How to lower my cholesterol? LDL 171, please help. What's wrong with your LDL? Your LDL is fine, it's not high. Why do you think it's high? We're still waiting for your pizza cheat day. Yes, we're gonna have pizza cheat day when I am off grid. I'm gonna go to the smallest town, order the pizza, and it better be freaking good. If it's not good, I'm gonna actually make it myself on the wood stove. There you go. I'll buy all the freaking ingredients and I'll make it on the wood stove, and we can actually have like a nice live chat. Is it any problem with doing no fruits for 1 month for low sugar per se? Yeah, what's the big deal? I do it. I didn't eat fruits for like 3 years. Don't worry, it's not gonna affect you. Is white rice good? Yes, it is good. It's gonna actually refuel your glycogen storage, which is good for you, especially if you're doing like a carb load. Zinc best form. Are you looking like for food intake or like supplement? Because zinc there as well, keep in mind, every mineral is actually considered to being like elemental form. So yes, you can get it like say from meat, from nuts, from dairy, from shellfish, especially zinc. But one of the best, if you're looking at a form, you want to check the most absorbable form, and the best one out there, there's gluconate, it is good, or picolinate is really good. These are two actually the top two that actually help with absorption. And or if you can get sometimes one of the best one that I like is orotate, is really good. Should I stop eating red meat to lower my cholesterol? No. Why would you want to lower your cholesterol? If you're worried about your cholesterol, you can go buy yourself some niacin and you can control your lipids. But the whole idea is not about reducing your cholesterol, it's whether it's being oxidized or not. So if you really want to find out whether it's oxidized or not, book a time with me. We can kind of talk about it in specific and I can help you with it. Is white rice better than brown rice? Yes, by far. By far it is. Doctor wants cholesterol under 100. Screw the doctors, they just want to make money so they can have a freaking trip every single year. Do you take care of your family's health? It must be nice having you in the family. Some do listen, some don't. So some do listen, some don't. Let's just put it that way. It's always hard to actually get the family. At least almost, I say about 80% of them listen, and the rest, which would be like a secondary or third cousins, they don't listen. Is taurine or L-taurine the same? It is the same, yes. It's crazy the point of going to a doctor to get better, yet you end up coming back feeling worse. The only way a doctor can be happy if they actually sell you some prescriptions. For you to actually go to a doctor and walk out empty-handed, that means he didn't do his sales job very effective. Then the pharmaceuticals will actually have to come back and actually get the doctor to go join like a 10-day session on how to sell correctly. Some lessons, some don't. That goes for just about anything with family. Oh, 100%. Right, I'm a therapist and my family are the last to listen to me. It's funny how that is, right? Can we gain muscle on fasting? 100% you could. 100% you could, yes. Will eating a carnivore diet clear up my constipation? Yes. 100% I guarantee that. Unless you do something and you don't tell me. You know, a lot of the doctors sometimes they fail to think outside the box, or sometimes for them to take a few minutes out of their busy schedule, let's say, and maybe educate themselves on a specific issue that is an ongoing issue with a lot of people coming back to their office and asking about. But the thing is, when the doctors sees no, let's say, incentive in them doing research, they just don't want to do it. For them, when they subscribe a drug for you or medication or a pill, there's a far more lucrative than to actually dive into like nutritional imbalances, because there's no money into it. So they're all after money more than anything, and that's what they want. How come on YouTube like my picture shows up freaking foggy? It's not even like a clear picture. What is your age, Maurice? I don't know. I stopped counting when I was over the age of 30. I don't know what's my age. I don't keep track anymore. I think age is just a number. If I tell you guys my age, is it gonna actually make things any better? You guys should guess. Give me a guess. I'll tell you what. Let's play a little game, guys. Whoever guesses my age exactly will get a free 30-minute consultation with me. So you guys go ahead and start guessing my age. We already have one person who guessed it already. Okay, let's do. I'm gonna do another 30 seconds. I'm running a timer. So far we have one person that guessed my age, and they're gonna get a free consultation as I promised. I'm gonna put their name here. 20 seconds. We got 2 users now. I don't know if I can. Then we're gonna do a draw. I'm just writing the names down. We got 2 users that guess my age so far. Keep going, guys. 2 users have guessed my age. Five more seconds. I got 3 users. That's it. Time is up. Time is up. I got 3 users. Actually, I'm gonna give it to all 3 of you guys. A free 30-minute consultation. I'm gonna say the people's names. I need you guys to send me a direct DM, and I'm gonna book you in for a 30-minute consultation. So the first person was Miss Cosmo. Second person is user 483-18213, and the last user is John. So all 3 of you guys send me a direct DM, and I'm gonna actually book you in for a free 30-minute consultation. I'm serious. I haven't done this before, never done that before, and you guys deserve it, because you guessed my age correctly. Nobody knows my age except these guys now. What's the best way to take turmeric, and how much should be taken? Turmeric does not work for everybody. It's better if you actually get curcumin. If you get curcumin, then at least 95% extracted curcumin, then you have to take it with something that has good fat. Cheers, Amy. So you guys, there's 3 of you guys that I mentioned the names. Make sure you send me a direct DM. Miss Cosmo, John, and user 483-18213. Seriously, you guys will get a 30-minute consultation with me. And definitely once we do the consultation, you guys putting out your feedback to everyone else would be really appreciated. But at the same time, send me a direct DM on TikTok. I'm gonna grab your name, your email address, phone number, and I'll book you in. I'll send you my calendar, and you guys can pick what time works for you. So you guys, got it 100% correct. In the meantime, you guys' support as well, joining my YouTube channel would be greatly, greatly appreciated. Wow, the comments went crazy when everyone heard free consultation. Well, hey, to be honest with you guys, but seriously, to be honest with you guys, I do keep my consultation price very, very reasonable, because what happens is, it's not so much about the consultation and you guys learning from me. because you're gonna turn around and spend even more money to actually get certain supplementation put into your diet, adjust your lifestyle. All that stuff there costs a lot more money than a consultation. So I think, this is gonna be really good for you guys, and I hope it does. I'm able to answer all the questions that you require, and we can actually fix any major issue you might have. Whistle Bridges, cheers, thank you. And I know there's a lot of doctors out there, a lot of influencers. They're charging like $500, $600, $1,000 per consultation. But yet, the person, after they do the consultation, they still turn around and spend thousands of dollars on supplementation, and nobody actually does a follow up or anything with them. Hello, how long does it take to reduce significantly the amount of oxidized LDL taken niacin? Niacin will prevent oxidization, but the main key with niacin is to actually make sure you have an ApoB issue. If you have an ApoB issue, you would need niacin and polyphenols. I did a video on polyphenols. You should definitely watch it. What's the best way? We've answered that. Oversleeping on lack of movement worsen constipation. Oh, 100%, 100%. Like, let's look at the, a lot of the, pets, dogs, for example. If they actually sit idle for a whole day, they never actually have the urge to poop or anything. So imagine us as humans. So the moment they actually stimulate their body by moving, running, moving their system, automatically they have to poop, because that's how they actually stimulate their gut. So the same thing with us as a human. If we're just gonna sit on our ass all day long and just consume food, you're probably not gonna have a good bowel movement, and your intestine's gonna end up freezing up and causing more issues. How to get rid of mold toxicity, zeolite. And sometimes you gotta check, the issue, like the place you live in, the environmental issue as well too. You gotta make sure it is a clean form. Hey Duke. Duke is starting to come up again. I made a mistake. I ate food at right after workout, and it caused constipation for a couple of days. Yes, especially if you end up having anything with dairy. It does that quite a bit. You have to be careful. Oh, my phone is down to like 20%. Best supplement for hair loss and best trace minerals for hair. So this is what you want for trace minerals that I use. I'm starting to get my hair back. I was a lot worse than that. And copper peptide works good for your hair. Copper peptide. How can you be contacted for a consultation? If you go to my website, if you click on my picture and go on my website, you can actually go to my website and book a time for a consultation. And the time will change based on your zone. Rosemary is good for the hair, 100%, especially if you do like more rosemary extract as well. It's really, really good to do it at least 3 times a week, external usage, 100%. There was a recipe that was given to me for hair loss years ago. You actually put cayenne in your vodka bottle and you let it sit for about 6 weeks, and after that you start to take a little bit and you actually massage it in your scalp twice a week. I haven't really done that. I should actually. Maybe it'll help a bit. Guys, my phone is gonna start to die soon. I bought a battery so I can actually charge both phones. I don't know how well it works. We'll test it out. Maybe not today because I have to get going soon. Rosemary tea and shampoo brought my baby hair. Awesome. That's good to hear. I gotta try it because I'm losing some. Haven't heard of that. What is that? Redensol. What is that? Let me see the ingredients. What to take for anxiety. I did an ebook for anxiety. Please go ahead and download it. It'll actually walk you through the whole process. Redensol is an oil. Redensol. Let's see, 3% Redensol. It's not 100%. It's mixed, eh? You massage it in your hair. You wait about 14 days and it gives you like a flush looking hair. We gotta try it. I don't know. I don't know if it's good or bad. I haven't tried it, Ritik. I gotta ask for it and see if it actually does anything. If it does anything, then I can share it with you guys. Castor oil works great, 100%. I've been trying castor oil. Just the thing is, you have to wash it good. You can't just keep it the way it is. But yeah, 100%. Castor oil works good. Light therapy can cap here for 2 years. How you like it? Is it working? On a carnivore diet, if you're constipated, you're still gonna have a bowel movement. It's gonna take you about 3 or 4 days before your body switch over. My daughter's losing her mother-in-law to cancer and she needs a quick anxiety resolve. L-theanine, 200 to 600 milligrams per dose, probably 2 or 3 times a day. Love light therapy. What is bad about brown rice? Is high in arsenic and fibers that you cannot digest. I've been constipated before I started the diet. We can fix that with the digestive enzymes and hydrochloric acid. You're gonna be constipated because your intestines aren't working as effective as they should. Keeps hair from falling out, some growth. Okay, no, that's good. I want to try that. Maybe I need to get one. With carnivore, there isn't much waste. Don't let that freak you out. Yeah, no kidding. The first time when I started 10 years ago for like almost 7 days, I didn't even go to the washroom. I'm like, am I okay? I'm like, I don't feel bloated. I feel healthy. I feel good. So, and trust me, whenever I used to go camping, back in the days when I used to go camping, like we go for 3 days and 4 days, and the only thing I would take with me is a steak and tuna. Seriously, I never have to go to the washroom. Everybody else, all the family, they go to the washroom like twice a day. Me, I probably in 4 days I went once because there's no waste. What do you normally eat? I'm on a carnivorous diet, so my meals are kind of high in meat, proteins more than anything, eggs, some cheeses. That's mostly it for my food. But I'll share with you guys my diet intake. Sometimes in the summertime I would include some grown fruits or maybe cucumber just because of the electrolyte. I eat a beautiful ribeye every day. Cheers to that, Amy. I'm glad you're enjoying the ribeye because it is delicious, especially if it's grass-fed, it's grass-finished. That butter in it, that buttery taste, the dark coloration of the fat is really rich and it's super essential and essential fatty acids, which is awesome. Well, eating a carnivore diet starve bad bacteria since it would be considered elimination, 100%. You got it right on 100%. And Margot's following the carnivore too. May sound silly, but where does it go? Where does what go? Did I miss something? There's no waste. It's all kind of gone into like tissue, muscle tissue and muscle repair. Your body will utilize it. If you guys are new to this site, to my channel, please don't forget to kind of go to my website and download the free ebooks as well too. There's no waste. There's zero waste. For 4 days, there's zero waste. Your body's utilizing all of it. Zero waste. Seriously, like it's funny, you know, you eat carbohydrates, you eat vegetables, and if you eat a pound, you're gonna output a pound. And in the meat world, you eat a pound, you're probably nothing comes out. Maybe less than 5% might come out. Just as an example. So ideally, it's good for you. If you had liver cirrhosis, which diet would you eat? I would actually be doing intermittent fasting, 18 to 20 hours daily. I would still eat a high amount of meat, zero processed, zero vegetables, maybe some berries, and that's about it. Think about it, your body thinks quality protein come from hunting. It's not going to waste any, 100%. It's gonna stay on your body. When is the best time to take L-theanine? You can take it in the morning. You can take it at lunch. You can take it in the evening. I have a chronic back pain. What should I do? If you're taking magnesium glycinate and still not helping, the only thing is I would recommend is probably go see a chiropractor. What vitamin should I be taking as a 50-year-old female going through menopause? It depends. It depends if there's any major issues or not. But I did in my ebook. I did write all the supplements to take for premenopausal and after to actually help. I did mention in my ebook about black cohosh, vitamin D. I did mention about magnesium, donkwei, red clover. There's a lot of different things you can definitely take for actually better support. And going back to, let's say, Cosmo, if you had like issue with the psoriasis, well, cirrhosis within the liver. It's all about eliminating anything that is heavily processed, staying hydrated correctly. Some doctors they actually push in regards to plant diet, but it's not so much about the plant diet. The only reason that you end up getting a fatty liver or an issue with the liver is due to insulin resistance. So and it's due to like heavily processed foods. So definitely eating your meat, staying hydrated, limiting anything processed, anything with seed oils, all that stuff will definitely help. Opinion on boron. Now, for your body to only absorb boron correctly, and especially if you want to use it to boost up your testosterone or manage your estrogen level, it is best to actually get it directly from borax. So you take borax, about 1/8 of a teaspoon, and you mix it in water, and that's how you can get your boron absorbed correctly. You'll get roughly about 32 milligrams per 1/8 of a teaspoon of borax. Is olive oil okay? Olive oil is not bad. It's just you gotta keep in mind, it still considers to have some polyunsaturated fats, and any polyunsaturated fats, almost 99% of the time they're already oxidized in the bottle. So since olive oil has about 20% polyunsaturated fats, so that 20% could be oxidized, especially if the olive oil is coming from overseas. If it's coming locally, might be better off. So let's say if you live in California, and let's say in California they actually produce their own olive oil, it's better to buy it from them locally than to actually order something, let's say, it's coming from overseas, because by the time it's being shipped in the containers and it takes 30 days to arrive and customs and everything, the oil could be oxidized. Flaxseed is bullshit. I don't like flaxseed. It is good on hyaluronic acid. The problem is if you're capable of actually absorbing it correctly. What oil can I use to cook steak? You can use butter, you can use ghee, you can use suet, you can use coconut oil. There's a lot of options. From what age to take niacin for lipids? Niacin is a vitamin B3. It's found in our current food. It's found in coffee. You can take it from any age. But once you have high LDL or issues with your lipids being oxidized, you can take it to actually maintain it. Beef tallow, duck fat, pork lard, all that stuff is good, JT. It depends on the flavor that you want. So all that stuff works really, really good. Copper peptide serum or pill? Serum. For hair is gonna be serum, not pill. Pill is gonna end up causing a toxic issue with your liver. I'm trying to find the charger for my phone and I can't find it, so my phone is gonna die any minute, which just kind of sucks. I'll take one more question from either or, YouTube or TikTok. You guys decide. But I want everybody from TikTok to move over to YouTube. I don't have that many people. Why don't you guys move there and we can have our live there? Want to take niacin after or before food? If you like the flush effect, take it before food. If you don't care about the flush effect, then take it with food. Ground beef or steak? Steak. Ground beef is okay. unless you're doing it yourself. Cholesterol, how to fix veins. Jen, book a time with me. We can talk in specific in regards to that. Seriously, because cholesterol is not always the issue. Cholesterol is just a sign that there's something going on in your system. People like TikTok for algorithm. They do, but the thing is, it's getting banned. If it gets banned on this coming up September, what are we gonna do? How do you save money on carnivore? Well, let's say when you are in a standard American diet and you go for breakfast, you're gonna buy eggs, you're gonna buy burgers, you're gonna buy shake, you're gonna buy milkshake, you're gonna buy all the other garbage. When you are on carnivore, you're just gonna eat one freaking thing, a steak or eggs, and you're done. Not in Canada, I heard. In Canada, it's not. No, in Canada, they will. But anything happens in the US, Canada will follow. Well, see what happened is with the ground beef, if you don't know the source or the butcher, the surface of the ground beef is very, very large, while the surface of the steak is just the top and the bottom. You can sear it and you're good to go. With the ground beef, if you actually cook it very well, there could be a chance you could get sick if the butcher is not as clean, because it has a large surface and it's a mixed product. It's not just a piece of steak. It could be steak, fat, collagen, everything else mixed, or it could be other meats from other cows mixed. So that kind of causes a slight issue if you're not going to cook it very well. Where are you from originally? From Lebanon. So Cosmo, I would always kind of go towards the steak more than a ground beef, unless you know the butcher really well. Then you can get a ground beef. I get a ground beef as well too, but it's mostly yak, and I do eat it raw just because I know the butcher really well. Lebanese food is so good. It is good to a point, to a degree. 100%. Ahlan wa sahlan. Cheers, Huda. I can still speak it. Did you say yak? Yes. I get yak meat. Yak meat is very similar to beef. It's just think of it as a lot leaner compared to beef. Way leaner. And if you end up overcooking it, it becomes super dry. So you have to barely cook the yak meat. Should I do leaner ground beef or fattier? You need fattier in the beginning of the process, because you do need the fat to actually help with the digestion and help with the stimulation. Hello, South Africa. I remember a Lebanese food place when I was in college till this day. It must have been that good. Cheers to that. That's awesome. Yeah, there is some good cuisine out there, you know, and we have some unique ways as well too. So it's not bad. Cosmo, Tatka or ox bile? You're probably looking in regards to gallbladder. Does cortisol increases after workout? Slightly. How can I actually say this? Tatka or ox bile? See, Tatka, it is a water soluble. And it's a water soluble bile that's actually naturally produced in the body, but it's found is very, very small in the bear bile more than anything. It's not found in us as much, so we definitely have to actually consume it as a supplement to actually help with the enzymes, or to help even with the gallbladder, or to actually break down food, and it does have some anti-inflammatory effect. But the ox bile actually works a lot better because it is more bioavailable for our system. But as well, without taurine, none of them would actually work correctly even after intense workout session. It seems I'm not losing fat. Does wrong am I doing? It's not whether you're doing the fat. You're not gonna be losing fat from working out. You're gonna lose fat from the kitchen. It depends on your food intake. Your view and Chilajit, if you have the money to actually buy enough supplement for a year, go for it. If you don't, it's a waste of money, because it's just like any other trace minerals, but it does have the effectiveness of reducing little bit of the inflammation. So I think the way it is, I would go Tatka is if you're looking to support your liver, and I would go with the oxbody if you're looking to support more of your fat digestion and your gallbladder, especially if you don't have a gallbladder. We'll never see you at McDonald's, hell no. Especially since McDonald's fries are being grown on Mr. Microsoft's land. You kidding me? When I try to low carb or paleo, my sugar goes low, was low. Do you allow fruits at all on carnivore? Yes, whatever is in season, 100%. And we need to actually balance your carbohydrate level, or else you can actually ruin your T3 levels. You don't want it to go too low. You just want to keep it at a good balance. Weather sucks. I really want to go work out. I thought I was gonna only take one question, and I've taken already like 10 in the past like 10 minutes. I got 4 minutes left, guys, before I go. Seriously. Do you recommend TRT for low testosterone? No. I would actually get a blood test and check your estrogen levels. You probably could be estrogen dominance, and that's why your testosterone are struggling a bit. So I would check your estrogen levels. You're probably estrogen dominance. You can take calcium D-glucarate to flush out any excess estrogen, and your testosterone will actually go back on its normal. Did you just say you eat certain fruits? Yeah, mostly berries and whatever is in season. Mostly berries and whatever in season. Only if I can, let's say, get my hands on it from a farmer. I would never buy it from like a grocery store. What about for someone 67 years old? Even thought 67 years old. Trust me, our testosterone only gets depleted because of too much estrogen in the body. Can arterial plaque be dissolved? There's 2 questions into this, and yes, it could be dissolved. It's just all based on your diet, and it's based on how much supplementation can you afford. Wild yam cream for hormonal imbalance, 100%. Yes. See you tomorrow, Doc. Hopefully this is the beginning of the rebirth of my beginning. 100%. 100%. We're gonna get you up and running again. No problem. JT. Even if frozen organic blueberries from grocery stores, if they are organic or wild from a specific area, yes, I do get them. I do consume them, yes, but not all the time. Probably like maybe once a week when I do my carb load. Bee pollen is good for trace minerals, but it has heavy metals. Very small amount of trace minerals. Very small amount. Everything has heavy metals. I'm not really worried about that, but bee pollen are actually good. 100%, especially if you get some proper ones, and especially if you get, from flowers that haven't been sprayed or haven't been touched. Which supplements to reduce plaque? Go watch my video on YouTube, Darlene, on how to remove plaque. I did a full video. Go ahead and watch it. Or book a time with me and I can give you all the answers correctly. What about honey and coffee? I don't know. I'm not a really big... honey is good if it's raw and unpasteurized, yes. Coffee, even though I'm on a carnivorous diet, I still drink coffee because I love coffee. I consider coffee as being berries. So I have a lot of carnivores who are against me because I drink coffee, and I tell them, coffee is berries. What's the big deal with it? Like, seriously. Does the carb load once a week last all week? It's only done for one night. And it depends how much you refuel in a glycogen storage. Yes, it could last anywhere between 3 to 5 days. It depends on your extensive movement. Do you recommend people eat a little bit of fruit like you eat if they have insulin resistance, fatty liver, and metabolic syndrome? Or do you recommend strict carnivore for those people? No, I still recommend some fruits, because keep in mind, some fruits, similar to what I eat, they're very high in fiber as well too. So that's gonna actually not allow too much of a spike insulin either, which is excellent to have. But I'd like to actually always have the carbohydrates done with last meal of the day instead of during your first meal of the day. So the carb load, Margo, it all depends on how much intake you do, because we're technically looking anywhere between 2.5 grams to 7 grams per pound of body weight and sometimes you can be consuming like 1500 calories just coming from simple carbohydrates. But it all depends how much you actually exercise and you do movement, how much you actually burn. So do you actually last till the fifth day to do another carb load, or are you actually depleted by third day, or you comes fifth day and you have a lot of energy and you're not depleted? Do you even do another carb load, or do you extend it again for another day or two? So all that varies, and that actually plays a huge picture in that. So you have to kind of know your body, and that's where I kind of come in to kind of guide you through the process. I got one more question, guys, and I'm gonna call it a day because I'm getting tired from answering a lot of questions. I have a lot of knee pain and foot pain. What can I use? What about leptins and oxalates in fruits? Like I said, it's only few fruits. So the most would actually do would be like berries such as maybe blueberries, where they have like the smallest, the minimal anti-nutrient effect on the body. We're not, I don't go like a high sugary like some would do. It'd be like the most plain and the simplest and the simplest. And we're talking like say, 1 cup, where you're consuming 1 cup of berries could be equivalent to only like 10 grams. It's not gonna do like a huge effect on your body. Yes, John, don't forget to send me the information and we'll definitely go from there, 100%. In the meantime, you guys have a nice evening. If I do have time, definitely I will come back later on tonight. If not, maybe tomorrow. And we'll definitely continue our chat. The people that did guess my age and they did win a free consultation, please send me the information ASAP and I'll respond later on today and we'll get you all set up. In the meantime, you guys take care. And please, please, please join my YouTube channel. Would be greatly appreciated, guys. Greatly appreciated. Thank you. I can't tell you my age. It's a secret.